There we go. That's slightly embarrassing. There we go. And are we online? We are online. Excellent. Hello, everyone. My name is Commissar Hecht. Welcome to a late night stream. We are going to be doing some more building because on Wednesday, uh, if the weather holds, it'll actually be 54, 55 degrees. And if that's the case, I can start painting or priming some of these models, and then we can finish building them. And then we can not only finish building them, but we can um, we can start painting them, which is kind of what I'm pretty sure y'all want. So, getting that would be really good. Um, so that's the goal. So today, it's just what we're going to be doing is we're going to be uh, putting together. Let me just rotate this camera up. We're going to be putting together. We're going to be putting together the Cadian Shock Trooper sprues. Um, we're going to be putting on just the legs and the torsos. So that's the goal today. And with as always with every live stream, it is a charity live stream for the UN refugee crisis, which is still going on. So let me share that in the chats. So there's YouTube, there's Twitch, and then of course there's Facebook. Once I get Facebook, making sure that's squared away. And it is. There we go. So now that's squared away. Let's get to the main event. All right. So really, we're going to be clipping. So we first gotta find out where number 4 and 5 are, because that's the standing legs, and then 3 and 2 is that chest. So where's 4 and 5? They really made this sprue difficult. It's like we're gonna tell you where. Okay, well there's 4, 5. There we go. Jesus. We're gonna give you everything on a sprue and just spread it over the good country. And you're just gonna have to figure it out. Sucks to suck. So there's that piece. And now we need 2 and 3. There's 3, that looks like. Yeah, there's 3. Perfect. Um, and while we're clipping and whatnot, I'm excited because Sons of the Forest just dropped, and we get a whole bunch of the crew that played Sons of the Forest with me the first time around. That looks like 2. And we go through that storyline. The only problem is that the crew that I want to play with is all over this good earth. Some are deployed, and some are back at the States, and I am here. So it is going to be increasingly difficult, to say the least. Brianna was playing with my paintbrushes today while I was asleep. Phew! Ah, there you go. Oh, okay. I see. All right. I see how that goes. And a candle. go. Chess piece done. One down, 20 more to go. And what I'm actually going to do with these, that I normally don't do, is I'm going to put them on their bases. That way, when I actually prime them, they're standing. I have a feeling these poses are... There we go, there's one. Just... There we go. That's in focus now. So there's one. And we'll just continue rolling along. Because the goal is to get all these legs and stuff squared away to where there we go. Come on. Auto sense. Come on. I know you can do it. Oh, man. It didn't work the way I wanted it to, damn it. Alright, well, nothing I can do. We'll just have to keep on adjusting it. Dang. I was really hoping I could get it focused. But you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes experimentation happens and sometimes it doesn't work out, which is fine. I know it's fine. I don't know it'll be fine because sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches. Lord knows my career has. That has been a key factor in, well, I wouldn't say career, I would say life. I think the Air Force has treated me well. I've had some issues, but nothing too shabby. Nothing that'll cause me to panic or dislike something. Da. There we go. I will say these kits are getting a lot more complicated. In a good way, right? But it's still super complicated. Like they're just getting more detailed and diverse. Which I am not complaining in the slightest. Because detailed kits, diverse kits, you want to have that. Especially the guard, they're the guys that they don't get the flashiest bit of kit, and they're not, they're the guys you don't necessarily need to be Oh, this is the only problem with Gorilla Glue is that you can leave fingerprints everywhere. Just because it sticks to everything. No. Okay, how about, oh, it's just in the shoulder. It's not too bad. Ta-da! See if I can get it to auto adjust. See, it's good there. If I put you gonna focus? There we go. So what I'm saying for the detail, damn it, it does not want to pick up any sort of detail. All right, well, that's what we're dealing with detail. This right here. I wonder if I, is it probably killing, is it probably doing that because of that? So you can see how well and truly detailed that is. Oh, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it was the light that was, I wonder if I do that. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. That's pretty damn good. Granted, I can't see worth crap, so I'll just have to rotate the light. Look at that. Because if I do this, then it struggles a little bit, right? But if I do this, then it's fine. Look at that. Okay. All right, so that's what I need to do. Yeah. And then it focuses on this bit. Yeah, okay. All right. We're cooking with gas now. Yeah, I only need to fix the lighting a little bit. But yeah, that's how detailed the kits are. You know, you know, zoom in, see if it'll do it now. Oh, no, it's not gonna want to do it. Damn it! I thought I had it. Thought I fixed it, but you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, it's got. They've got. Come on. Oh, I thought I. Welcome to Commissar Hecht's troubleshooting. Camera intensity troubleshooting. There we go. Ah, there we go. Yeah. So see, it's got this kit is pretty solidly made. You've got it's fairly complex. It's got grenade pouches that I don't have to add in. It's got a little mic. It's got a little Vox speaker, mic speaker, a little whisper mic. More pouches. So yeah, it's a really complex kit that I think that yeah, I'll show you an older model one. But that it just didn't have, you know. So Got canteen kit right there. Musette bag. Grenades. Little whisper mic on the top. Another shoulder pouch. Two ammo clip bags. But yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good kit. Complex kit, but pretty good. All right, so there's that. Okay, B101 and B100, and then B90 and 98. Let's see if I can jam out. Hopefully you don't pick up this music. Because I really do want to jam out to something. It also would help if I actually hopefully you guys can. You guys won't be able to hear the music as I'm jamming out. Best Ed, hi. How are you? One of my roleplay partners just showed up. Listen. I'm all right. How are you? I'm a little better. Uh, Friday was a little tough, but you know, Doc W is a good therapist. Um, for those of you that don't know, I go to mental health. So you know, I'm feeling better. Uh, so yeah, and so I have a little bit of energy to to put models together. Currently working on these Astra Militarum ones. What do you have planned today? All right, so they're right next to each other. Plus, I'm also trying to figure out what the next move is in our session. I don't know if I want to do a combat or just describe the journey a little bit more. I'm at work. Ugh. I'm sorry. Do you need to go? I don't want you to get in trouble. Hopefully you guys don't hear this. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, you definitely heard that. How about that? Okay. No, it's still my boss doesn't care. Oh, okay. Well, as long as he doesn't care, like I'd hate for you to get fired over supporting my stream. That's kind of the opposite of what I want. I want people to actually support the stream and provide a charity, not get fired over it. Oh, nope. You can hear that. Hopefully you can't hear that music. I will be very upset if I get copyright struck. Can you guys hear the music? Nope, just you. Okay. What if I do? Can you hear that? Hope. Nope. Okay, good. Yay. I can listen to the music. So I have, like, I'm an old man. All right. Spoiler alert. I'm an old man. Uh, I have a hard time hearing. So at at a point, I can't hear music, and I want to be able to hear music, talk to you guys, and be able to enjoy. So, was this 99? 98. Okay, found it. Hey. I can't remember if I asked you, Bastet, if you where you worked. I can't remember if I asked you that. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, or you can tell me via DM later. All right, where did I? Yeah. Perfect. Eh. There you go. One more. I wish you could play music and you wouldn't get copyright struck. Because I kind of want to groove with all y'all. Me and my old ass. Just gonna get some water real quick. What song am I listening to? Where Did You Go? By Jack Jones. Jax Jones. And Mnek. And we're back. Nope. And we're back. All right. good thing. Oh, this is good running music. This is like solid running music. This is like, yeah, it's like solid running music. Oh, gotta be a little bit more careful and focused. But let me tell you, techno definitely is some good. Like, you want to run and keep your pace? That's techno for you. Ah, such a good song. Like this, if you go to, if you listen, if you want like decent running music or decent workout music, uh, Illenium, Tiny Fractures, solid music. Like, probably not the best music to build models to, because like I want to groove, but it's just so good. It's so good. At the other end of town, he heaves a little grocery store. The ancient's name is Brown. Little daughter, such a treat I never saw. When only the day to be the old man's son-in-law. I'd like to run away with her, but I don't have the nerve. 18 and 17. Oh, bronze girl. She's so sweetly blessing a tender word. Says that she must marry a marquis or a lord. Jump supposes one of those things I will be. Daughter is a proper sort of girl. Old Brown's daughter is as fair as any pearl. Marquis or an earl, I would marry old Brown's girl. It's a lovely little song. There we go. Niece. Disease. I should have clipped that before gluing. All right. There we go. That's a little ugly, but that's okay. Battle damage. Yeah, that's fine. this one. Oh, I can't do this one either. I would like to. Ah, this is a perfect Imperial Guard song. So it's the struts could have been, but the first stanza, the first part of the lyrics is perfect. Don't want to live as an untold story. No road in a blaze of glory. I can't hear you. I don't fear you. That's like the perfect like imperial like if you want to encapsulate what like the Imperial Guard has to deal with on a daily basis with the during the Imperium, it's that. It's don't want to go out as an untold story, rather go out as a blaze of glory. I don't fear you, I can't hear you is like a fantastic, like you talk about like the common man underdog, uh, that is the Imperial Guard. That is it's perfect. What are you building? I'm playing with orcs tomorrow. Hey, Mark. Glad you could join me. We're doing Imperial Guardsmen right now. We're doing the new kits. Mark's joining us from YouTube. So what I'm doing, Mark, is I'm just doing the torsos and the legs because if you remember, we did the field artillery and the sentinel last time, and where the weather is supposed to be really good in Masawa this upcoming week, so I want to try and prime some of these models so we can finish painting and building them together, um, and do that on a stream. And then probably start painting the tanks, priming and painting or well, the tanks are primed, but probably painting the tanks, uh, and then like start really aggressively working on the pile of shame, and then also the terrain kits, the terrain pieces. So that's the goal. Because as we have talked about in the last stream, my army, as it stands, is obsolete because they got rid of hardened veterans. So, but the good news is that everything is now cheap, and I could literally field quite a so yeah. Sorry, good song came on. Oh me, oh my, I heard the old one cry. Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die. Another good Imperial Guard song. I always say, I've never taken this excursion around the bay. Great Big Sea. Excursion around the bay. Run the bay. Me, oh my, I heard the wave cry. Oh me, oh my, I think I'm gonna die. Oh me, oh my, I heard the wave say. I should never taken this excursion around the bay. Better, my sickly green. Fatter cake and candy, fat pork and kerosene. Candy, on my face. I just say paint build is a rule of cool. Rules come and go, but models are forever. Yeah, models are definitely forever. It sucks that my veterans, which were like the my fire base support for my army, is now gone, and I'm just like, oh no, crap. Trying to find 18 and 17. I don't want that one. Oh, you know what? Seeing as I have internet connection. Do, 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 do. Oh, oh, it's too quiet. I can barely hear it. All right, well, I tried. I have guardsmen too. They have pulse rifles for fighting the Tau. Yeah, sure, sure. is number 18. It's so heavy, and soon I'll be right by every single command. Right? Yeah, 18. Oh, why can't I find it? There it is. I was wondering. I'm like, I know I clipped this sucker out. There we go. Much better. I've shaved off the Aquila on their helmet and painted them up red since they're fighting for the Far Side Enclave. I treat them as fire warriors on tabletop. Oh, okay, all right. It's kind of good. It's a cool. It's a cool modification. Time consuming. Shaving those winged skull, shaving the Imperialis off their helmets isn't a an easy feat. Ah, damn it. Ah, yeah, got it. Oh, I dorked that up almost. Ah ha ha ha! Saved it. So you're playing with the orcs tomorrow. What's your goal? Like, what's your build? I'm assuming it's going to be a big. I'm assuming you have a decently sized wog. actually, that's probably one thing that I do while I'm building and whatnot. I wish I had more time because I used to, when I was in college, I used to do ballroom dancing, and I'd love to start that back up again. There we go. One more. Yes, I used to dance. I used to dance a lot. I used to dance a lot. I enjoyed ballroom dancing, foxtrot, swing. Um, used to dance a lot. Don't dance as much anymore. Uh, I actually danced a lot when it came to conventions. When I went to conventions, they would have late night club dancing, right? And you get a bunch of awkward nerds in a fucking room, and they do the dancing, right? They play dance music. Some people knew what to do, some people didn't. And I uh, I enjoyed dancing so much. I really did. It was a good it like excuse me. It always made me feel good. There was a convention that I used to go to a lot called Aresia before I joined the Air Force. And Friday night there'd be a dance, Saturday night there'd be a dance, and then when they expanded it to 4 day weekends, Sunday night I'd, there'd be a dance. Uh, and most of it was club dancing, right? But oh man, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed dancing a lot. As a matter of fact, me and my buddies danced. Uh, one Aresia, I think we danced for like God. We danced for like trying to think. We started the dance. The masquerade ball started at like 10 o'clock, and I don't think we. I think we didn't stop dancing until like 6 o'clock in the morning. There was only like a handful of us left on the dance floor, but it was cool. Hold on, my buddy is new, so we're playing only with 750 points. He has Ultramarines. Ah, okay. So what's your orc army comprised of? I'm assuming it's just going to be a bunch of boys and knobs. Just a bunch of rowdy boys. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'll send you Dance Fever. 6 a.m. is crazy. No, okay, hold on. I gotta prove it now. Albums. I don't know if I have it. I think it's this one. 2009. Oh 09, part 3. Oh no. Let's do photos of me. It might be in there. I'm gonna have to like scroll through Facebook. Ah, there's that one. There's that picture. There's a story to that one. I am not going to tell that one on stream though. There we go. There you go. There you go, Bastet. That is photographic evidence of the group at 6 a.m. All right. A bearded zombie, first time chat member. Okay, hi. Any tips on painting my first real army? Was going for a WE World Eaters Chaos theme. All right. Okay, so World Eaters Chaos theme, Space Marine Combat Patrol. I want to do a lava base with a varnish finish. I've got scotch tape and cardboard for priming, but no tools for holding miniatures. Don't want to spend any more. Any suggestions on making it easier to hold and paint without smudging? Also, what are you building? The vid's a little fuzzy. Oh, yeah, it's because the camera doesn't want to focus. But if I put one up and then do, I dork with the lighting, you'll see there. Let's see if I can trick it to focus. Son of a gun, trying to get it to focus. All right. I'm painting Astra Militarum, the new kits, but of course it's like not wanting to do it. Okay, so your let's go through your question real quick. Appreciate the effort. uh, Here I will do it right here because that's fairly easy. So I bought this brand new bloody camera, and it's for some reason. See if I can get it to focus that way. No? Alright, well. If I dork with the lighting, maybe. If it wants to. Nah, it's not gonna wanna. It's not gonna want to zoom in. Oh, now it does. Oh, I had it for like 2 seconds. All right, well, okay. Let's focus on your answer. Let's focus on your question. Uh, love that. Well, dance expert, you'll have to teach me someday. I will. But let's focus on a bearded zombies question real quick. Oh, we got 6 viewers. Appreciate all of you who are joining me. Uh, so World Eaters, I'll be doing a lava bases with finish with varnish. I've got scotch tape and cardboard for priming, but no tools for holding miniatures. Don't want to spend more. Any suggestions on holding it to make it easier to paint without smudging? Okay, so I really don't have a good answer for you because I was once a peasant myself, um, and I was actually less skilled than I am now. Um, shocking, I know, but uh, and I say peasant because like I'm still am. I can't even get my damn camera to work. But like um, when it comes to uh, models, you're talking about the base itself. What I would do if you don't want to buy one of these things, one of these stupid things, which I call it stupid, but it actually worked. Um, I would have to say just pinch the base, right? So I'll use my hand, I'll use my finger. Just pinch the back of the base. That's really the only thing I could think of as you're painting. So, you know, you you pinch it at the bottom, right? At the edge, and you paint, you know, here, let me rotate up a little bit to show you what I mean. So you pinch the bottom of the base, right? And then you paint the lava on that, right? And you just paint and paint. And really the only thing that is not touching is this bit right here. That's the only thing I can think of to to help you out. And then you just let that sucker dry and you move on to the next base, and by the time that's dry, when you're done with all your bases, you can then move back to the part that you didn't touch up, that was covered by your finger. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, now it's wanting to like focus. So here. There you go. A solid. Oh, no. Oh, now it doesn't want to. Appreciate the suggestion. Uh, it's what I'm likely going to be. I'll be using cork as well for some detail. Should be doing this. What regiment are you thinking? Oh, if you're going to be using cork, duh. Okay, if you're gonna, do you have a wine bottle? Like, do you drink? Because if you have a wine bottle, what you could theoretically do is have a little bit of scotch tape. It's not going to be as strong as you want it to be, but a little bit of scotch tape, and put the cork on the bottom of your base, right? And then you'll have a little nub to operate out of. I didn't think about that until you mentioned cork. That's probably what you should do. Anyway, to answer your question, my regiment is a homebrew regiment uh, because it is based off of my security forces squadron because I'm active duty. And I have a bunch of these old. I have an air pump bottle opener uh, in a wine rack. I'll likely have a bottle soon. That's a fantastic idea. Okay, thank you. Well, occasionally I have them. Occasionally I have them. So, uh, if this damn thing wants to zoom, if not, we'll have to figure it out. But I have these old, circa uh, 1993. Hey, there we go. 1993 stormtroopers. And before they changed the listing, there we go. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm going to have to do it this way. So, or just rotate the... are you going to... All right, well, so my regiment is from Terra. They're part of the Palatine Guard, but their color scheme is the old olive drab um, fatigues, service fatigues from 1950s, 60s era of the Air Force. And all of these guys are basically painted Operation Safe Side circa 1965, 66, Vietnam pattern, security, Air Force, Air Police at the time. There we go. There you go. There's. Oh, do I have to like put my fist in the background for you to actually see him? But so there's that, right? Um, but it's yeah, he's security forces. I'm just gonna hang him up right here, and I'll put a spotlight on him. Bam. There. It's not the best, but old olive drab, black flak vest, old power pack hell gun. I got a bunch of these guys that I basically got off of eBay. Um, and yeah, sweet getting commando vibes. Well, so you're not a part of you're probably not part of the Discord, but I wonder if I could show you. Let's see. Security police. Operation Safe Side. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there we go. Copy image address. Let's see if I can't show you guys what I'm talking about. Paste. 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 There we go. So you guys should see what I'm talking about with that. And that's basically the color scheme that I'm going for. Totally see it. The beret is really as close to well. Thank you for the follow, my guy. Praise the Emperor. Appreciate you. So that's kind of what. So that's kind of what we're going for. So what I'm doing right now is, as I was talking about it earlier in the day, earlier in the stream, the weather is supposed to be really, really good Wednesday when I'm off. So I'm trying to get as much done gluing just chest and torso, or sorry, just torso and legs, and then I just prime everything else on this tree, right on the sprue. Um, okay, and yeah, 28, 29, and then 27, 26. So I spray that all quickly, and um, there's that. Oh, there they are. And I should be able to get a lot done. I want to try and get this box done because I've got a few more that need to get done. My pile of shame is massive. And Bearded Zombie, just so you know, this is a charity channel, and we are right currently supporting through Tiltify this the UNHCR. So you can find more at my Tiltify site, which is this one right here. You can make a donation if you choose to. Don't have to. I know money is tight a lot in a lot of places, so I'm not trying to compel anybody to donate that can't. Uh, but if you can, uh, the UNHCR is like a huge like pet project of mine because um, you know I dealt with refugees when I was deployed, and it left a really indelible mark on me. And we couldn't do anything about it, but I, you know, I think, you know, there's a lot of viciousness in this world, a lot of injustice in this world, and I think when I started this channel, I just wanted to do it as like a, I wanted to tell some cool stories about Warhammer and D&D and share, celebrate my nerdism and my nerdhood, but Twitch really allowed me to expand and champion charities. So I do a lot of mental health. I do Doctors Without Borders. I do UNHCR, but I also do veteran stuff too. And the goal this charity is $5,000. That's what I would like to do. But if I could get 500, that'd be even better. Or just like 500, I'd be happy with that. Um, and then I can start the next one. Uh, but yeah, I figure talk about Warhammer and raise money. It's easy math because the Air Force pays my bills. So it's not like I'm hurting for cash. But yeah, a world that basing idea with Cork is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like chaos. Like I mean I've played chaos, or I don't I have not played chaos. Some of the stories I donated five. It's not a lot, but Warhammer is kind of my spending for a month. Cost really is biting interesting. Prosper you for the humanitarianism that you do. Um, Again, appreciate the donation of $5. That's super important, and I appreciate anyone who donates. So much love to you, my guy. Um, and I appreciate you. Uh, honestly, it's you guys that make this possible. Yeah, living in the UK is pretty tough. We're gonna switch this song. This place for 2 days. And I'm telling you no lie. Aha. Damn it. Oh, well, it would actually help if I... Well, let me put you on the base at least. No. Ah. Oh. It's part of the hobby that I... Okay. Well, we'll do that then. There we go. Ah, there we go. Corca wasn't the original idea. I was YouTubing how to do lava bases whilst playing Total War 3, but it's a cheap way to add detail alongside PVA glue for the lava itself. No, that's a really good technique. I normally don't do basing because I like to keep my models. Um, I don't want to say pure because that's the wrong word, but I like to keep the bases like I find it really weird that people put a lot of effort onto their basing and then they throw their models on a battlefield that just doesn't match the base. Like you're in a snow environment, you spend so much time with a snow environment, and then you're in the middle of a grassy field, grassy field, battlefield. The same thing. You're in like a city fight, and you're on a mud field or whatever. So I find it funny. I think it's a nice touch. I really do. I like if you're going for a theme for your army, it's perfectly acceptable and perfectly fine. It just mentally it jars me. I'm just gonna logic that away as bringing Corn Hellspate from the warp with them. I mean, you can do that. Excuse me. You absolutely should do that. As a matter of fact, Chaos can get away with it. Um, but the rest of the quote unquote civilized races can't. Um, we go. That was a pain. You are a pain. And I see you breaking, and that's going to really hurt me. You're you. It's one thing. I love dynamic poses. Don't get me wrong. I think dynamic poses are awesome. But Jesus H. Christ, does Games Workshop make some of them super finicky. Like Games Workshop makes some super beautiful sculpts, but if it's like it's attached to the base by just a G string and a thread, you're just like, I hate Games Workshop. You're like, oh god damn it, GW. There was one model. I think it was I think it was the Living Saint when it was metal, or maybe it was a bunch of Chaos Raptors. I can't remember, but there was like they were attached by the most spindliest of connecting points to the base. And even it being a slotted base, it was still like super questionable to where if it broke, you were just like, I don't know how to connect this model back to the base. I guess I just have to take up soldering. I get chaos not being your thing, but they really look nice. I've considered Votan. Their lore is great, and I'm a bearded ale lover who sits in a dark room, basically my cave, so I can vibe with the dwarves. But the models are blocky and aren't as intriguing. I'm mostly paying for design. Learning the game comes second. I mean, look, I have a chaos army that that's like waiting in the wings to be built because I bought when my wife was kind of wanting to get into games Warhammer. She loved the Dark Angels because of the Raven Wing and their bikes, and she's a huge Harley lover. So like the fact that the bikes were black and chrome and like it just spoke to her. So she got a bunch of Dark Angels. We bought a bunch of Dark Vengeance box sets when they came out. So that was seventh edition. Um, and uh, she she enjoyed them. So I have a bunch of like chaos cultists and chosen and a hell brood or two that is kicking around somewhere. Um, and I got some chaos onesie twosie marines. So I could theoretically have a table ready army. And then I got when obviously when ninth edition dropped, I got the new chaos. I got the Death Guard. So I'm pretty sure I have a chaos army kicking around, ready to play. And I just realized I cut the wrong leg. Son of a bitch. Well, we're just going to put you over here for right now. You'll be legless Jim. I just I think chaos. If I had to like pinpoint my gripe with chaos, I think it's just like they're not complex. As silly as that sounds, they're really not like they're they're pretty much a like they're not like they're over the top evil, but they're not like it's how chaos corrupted the Primarchs, how the Primarchs fell from grace. Some of it was kind of forced, um, in my opinion. Like I get it. It's the war in heaven, storyline. But like I don't know. I think they could have done better with how the Primarchs fell, um, and why they fell. Because some of them just didn't. They had no reason to go. Like Angron, sure. Mortarion, potentially. Like I don't know. I think some of the reasons why the Primarchs fell to chaos is kind of silly. But that's my opinion. Dark Angels are great. Not fun on the cream tabards. Death Guard is a fun choice. Wish they would give other Chaos Lords a bit more focus in games. Nurgle is overrepresented. I mean, it's kind of hard because Nurgle is so pervasive. Um, Out of all the Chaos cults, Nurgle is the most pervasive when it comes to how easy Nurgle can spread because all you need is disease. You don't even have to worship chaos to have a Nurgle cult just pop up. You just have to have a pandemic that's out of control, and then Nurgle shows up. Um, excuse me. Um, like that's how easy Nurgle can show up on an Imperial world, or not even an Imperial world, on any world. Uh, I can see that. I'm only just about to finish the second Horse Savers books. I can, where Horse goes, Erebus, I know you just tricked me, but I'm going to go with it. That said, the Emperor's Primarchs. The Emperor's main fault is hubris, from what I understood reading it. Yeah, I mean, no, no. So the Emperor's, it is hubris. The Emperor was being did have hubris. Like how different it could have gone if the Emperor was like, "Hey, there are these things called chaos, and I'm trying to fight them. That's why I really don't want anyone having religion." But like at the same time, barring the Emperor being mysterious about his intentions, and playing things very close to the chest, um, it just I think I think again, Angron absolutely can understand why he fell. Because the Emperor basically did not rescue his people when he could have. Uh, um, Mortarian kind of understand why he fell, but I think it needed a little bit more explanation. I think a further push. Um, Fulgrim, the demon sword, I think that's good enough of a reason. Air, Logar, his planet got blown up by the Ultramarines, so yeah, I would take I that I mean that I'd take issue with that. But some of the other ones like Magnus and Portarabo, I just I don't know. I'm just gonna switch this one. But yeah, true hive worlds are ripe with disease. Well, it's not just hive worlds. Rip Interrex. Uh, Last chance for humanity to have peace. Conrad had it. At least Conrad had insanity for a reason. Yeah, I mean, again, out of all of the Primarchs, there was only like a few who I would say had a legitimate reason why they fell from grace. Um, um, and really, and really, that's another thing is that the Emperor was, if the Emperor knew what Chaos was doing, he would have stopped it aggressively. But K Sarah. 38, 39 right here. Sorry this is taking longer. New sprue trying to figure out where everything is. Oh man, that launched. Son of a gun. Where'd that go? Okay, I see it. Shoot. 37, 38. The hell's that? There's 36. 38, right there. Okay. Well, at least everything's kind of near together. I think Votan is the closest we'll ever get to DOTA humanity. Oh, Dark Age of Technology, who aren't dystopian fascists. Not all are peaceful by any means, but if you choose one of the other factions that don't operate in the frontiers, it's best that you can probably get isolationists and somewhat meta, uh, meritocratic. Yeah, you know, there are no good guys in the 40k universe. Um, uh, I would tend to agree that Leagues of Votan would probably be a little bit, Dark Age of Technology humanity. The only problem is that they're all clones of each other. So the question of, is their cloning, like, do it, are they actually experiencing, you know, genetic free will in cloning? Uh, Whereas, plus they're, are they actually experiencing free will because the Votan, their ancient tech kind of dictates what they do. Just got to make sure I'm doing the right one. So that would really suck if I screwed this up. Uh, I'm stubborn enough to find the moral loophole. Cloning genetics, remix genetics, so they basically have classes like the Tau. From what I understand, no clone gains are valued equally. Uh, but it's a valid argument you make. Well, like, again, it, in regards to like the good guys, right? So you got to think, right? So really the good guys of 40k, um, nowadays are the Eldar, but that leads to free world and detrimentism. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, so you know, or sorry, in fantasy, the good guys are the elves. You know, because they've been fighting chaos for a hot minute. Um, because in fantasy that's who the good guys are. is the high elves. Yes, are they deeply, deeply xenophobic and racist to other younger races? Absolutely. Um, but they are the good guys, uh, unequivocally, um, because the racist elves who call them no, no, no. Well, I'm saying in fantasy, not 40k. Uh, but the the um, so in 40k now it's the Eldar because they've learned from their well. So okay, so in Eldari Mon Kai, so that's it's a play on words, right? They say Mon Kai, and basically in Eldari, basically that means uh, stubborn and dangerous, right? Because the Mon Kai were this race of unknown creatures that the Eldari thought were clumsy, were ugly, were violent, were brutish. So when they ran into humanity, they just called them Mon Kai after this exterminated race that they basically wiped off the map because they were violent. So uh, so that's basically why the Eldari in 40k call humans Monkai, right? Um, the when I'm talking about in fantasy, the high elves, the Azure, are technically the good guys because they're fighting chaos. They're the main reason why chaos they fight chaos. Or sorry, they're the reason why they're the good guys is they fight chaos on a daily basis, um, and try and maintain the vortex. Now, the Empire are good guys, but again, everyone in fantasy is slightly racist towards everybody else. Um, the Empire believes that the High Elves aren't capable of defending the mortal realm from chaos because they always deal with chaos. Uh, the Kislevites think that the Empire are a bunch of idiots because every single time chaos comes down from the northern wastes, uh, Kislev is normally the first nation to get their ass handed to them, and they always have to wait for the Empire to get off their asses and do something. Dwarves doubling down on the sins of the father for on the entire species with their grudges. Oh yeah, no, like everybody hates everybody. Um, but there is an actual good, like, the forces of order, the Grand Alliance of Order. They're still good guys, right? Because once they put their grudges aside, put their hatreds aside, put the fact that the elves said something about how young and stupid they all are, and yada 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 yada. The Empire, Kislev, the dwarves, the elves, Bretonia, Cathay, they all sit down, say, look, Archaon's coming down the hill. We got to deal with them. Um, Unfortunately, in 40k, you turn up the fact that the moral ambiguity all the way up to 1,000 and rip off the knob, or 40,000, tongue in cheek, and rip off the knob. The Imperium is a bunch of. I'm just going to throw it out there. Everyone's equal if this raised as a skeleton. Yeah, well, you're not wrong. But but that's what I'm talking about. Like in 40k, there are no good guys because you have the Imperium that's literally a theocratic fascism. You have uh, the Eldari who are manipulative to the nth degree and will literally sacrifice hundreds of thousands of innocent people uh, in order to direct history to a more favorable course. Um, the Dark Eldar are literally just space pirates, drug addicts, and sex offenders that literally have to live off of torture as their food and wine. Like they cannot. They're hedonistic vampires. They will literally starve if they don't torture someone or cause pain to somebody else. They will literally melt away. Um, because in one of the Black Library books, they talk about a Dark Eldar who was captured by the Imperium, who hadn't tortured and they were turned over to the Inquisition. He hadn't tortured anyone in like forever, like several months or whatnot, and he looked like sickly and ill and weak. And then as soon as the Inquisitor was like, "Hey, I'm gonna let you torture this person, cause it pain, suffering," he gained his vitality back from that one session. So there's that, right? And there's a reason why they lose their vitality. It's because Slanesh, the chaos god of excess, that was born out of the Eldari's excesses and the pleasure cults and all that stuff, feeds off of them. So, they have to be evil. Uh, really, the only thing that isn't evil is, I would have to say, either the Tyranids or the Orcs. That's it. Yeah, Slanesh folks, not even once. uh, Tyranids, they just want to eat and create more Tyranids. And then the Orcs were literally bred to fight. And that's how they survive. They fight and food and all that stuff. That's how that's their version of food. All right. So that's just how you get an insect face, folks, with poops. Orcs just want to have a good time. Yeah. Yeah. Orcs just want to have a good proper fight. Yeah. Or I mean, so like there's no such thing are good guys in Warhammer 40K. Fantasy, it's there are good guys. They just happen to suck. Compared to the forces of chaos that literally just want to tear your face off in so many painful ways. You're just like, ah, I'm not going to invite you to the barbecue, but I'm definitely gonna help you out when chaos comes down the hill. fantasy is also a developing narrative, while 40k until recently has been stagnant environment. So it makes sense that everyone being violent and immoral. Otherwise, we'd have grand alliances, and the stories would move one way or another. Oh yeah, well, that is very true. That is very, very true. And the fact that the story is moving in 40k is finally like. Don't get me wrong. I kind of wish that they didn't blow up Cadia, but um, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with like, yeah, it kind of sucks that the faction that you love is losing, but at the same time, it's like it's moving the story along. Now, what I don't want to have happen, which is kind of what they're setting up for, is a Horus Heresy Part Two, Electric Boogaloo. Uh, you know, so um, I mean, it makes sense for the grand showdown to happen, but I'm not. I don't know. Jury's still out on whether or not I actually like it. I mean, if the Primarchs do come back, it'd be cool, but at the same time, I'm just like, it's Horus Heresy 2.5. Part duh. Get inside. I'm still pissed that they killed out Yark though. Like I get it. 40k or Games Workshop was like the model's not selling or whatever, or maybe the mold is too old, and they did a cost benefit analysis and they were just like, Yark needs to go to move the story further to introduce Angron. But I just wish he wasn't killed off camera. That's my only gripe. I wish he wasn't killed off camera, and I wish they gave him the due, like the 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 respect that he deserves, right? You know. So really, that's my only gripe. My only gripe is they killed Yarick off camera. That kind of sucks. But I will I will be okay with Yarick dying off camera if they make it so that he. One theory I saw suggests that in the long term, round two, Horus Heresy Emperor, the Emperor body dies, and we get Talisman Bomb ascends, Imperium falls, and it fractures into human factions led by some Primarchs. As the Emperor, others is not aligned. Others fall to chaos. Xenophobic, xenophalic. Uh, Based on the Emperor's preferences, the same way. Saint Yark when. Yeah, no, again, I I think this is something that I think. Did I? Okay, good. 45. I thought I fucked that up. Oh man, I would have been so upset. Um, I'd be okay with it if like they like as part of like the lore, they like release a limited edition like Orc Imperial Guard unit, you know, because like there's some orcs believe in the Emperor. They believe that they believe that the Emperor is a version of Gork or Mork, or that Gork or Mork is a version of the Emperor. And then, sorry, Emperor dies, becomes a god. The Imperium splits and becomes humanity that's more diverse and playable factions and less dominating the universe. Ah, the Emperor becoming a god kind of. I mean, that's gonna. I think that's gonna happen. Whether or not the Imperium breaks up is gonna be very interesting. Um, I just don't. I just don't know. Like they'd have to do it really well. Because like what's gonna happen to the Eldar if Terra falls? You know what I mean? Part of me is there's already one dying race. I just don't. I don't know. Like in the end, probably what happens in 40k is that the Tyranids eat everybody except for Chaos, because the Tyranids can't go into the warp like that. They can't capture uh you know warp. They can't eat. They can't eat non real demon worlds and stuff like that. Um, but that's part of this theory is that the Emperor sends so he can stabilize his Webway project. Huh? I mean, maybe. I mean, it's a good theory. I'm not knocking it. Earth being blown up becomes the Eye of Terra. Focuses order to offset the Eye of Terror. Ooh, that'd be kind of a cool play on words. I don't know if that'll work, but that'll be cool. Like an anti warp storm. That'd be kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be kind of a nice. But yeah, like I said, I think um I think that if as a gag uh they release a orc unit that's like in poorly fitting Imperial Guard kit, and they're just like, these are orc guardsmen that worship Yarick as like an avatar of Gork and Mork. I think that'd be funny as hell. I mean, I'd buy them. I'd buy them. I would never. I would build them. I'd paint them. I'd never field them. I'd just have them. But yeah, to I would like to see a Wog Gozgul that goes after. Uh, I only recently committed to 40k after dipping my toes in. Most of my life, I'm just uh, f- uh, most of my life, I'm just here for the ride. Yeah, essentially an orc commissar. totally. An orc belief. The orc belief resurrects Yorick. Oh, that'd be metal as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's Yorick. Just this big bad brawlic orc. That's old Baelai again. That'd be sick. But no, sadly that probably won't happen. As cool as that would be, as funny as that would be, it wouldn't happen, I don't think. Normally, when Games Workshop kills off a character, they do Commissar Yorick. Yeah, yeah, Yorkick, or Yarork. Yeah, as cool as funny and as cool as that would be, unfortunately, when Games Workshop does kill off a character, they tend to it tends to be the point, which is sad because I loved Yarik's storyline was pretty good. But I would love to see an orc wog in Commissar Yarik's name. Just absolutely just beat, just straight up beat the living brakes off of a bunch of Chaos Marines. Just a bunch of World Eaters just getting absolutely thunderclapped with Orc Fury. Just the unholy ass beating that would be an Orc Wog avenging Yarick. It would be awesome. Some Black Library author is going to enjoy writing that scene. I can already see it. Probably a future story that Gaskell kills Angron, who can come back quickly, and they become big rivals and interferes with Angron's plan with Abaddon. I mean, that's you kind of hit the nail on the head. It doesn't make like as much as Yarick is cool and is an absolute badass. It doesn't make sense that Angron would lose to Yarick consecutively for many times, whereas Gazkul is the prophet of Gork and Mork. So, um, you know, it story-wise, it makes a hell of a lot more sense that those two would be enemies, um, and that those two would constantly clash. So, um, again, as shitty as it is that Yarick is dead, I think I think that that's basically what they're gonna do. Is Gazkul just keeps coming back and and beats the living breaks off of Angron a few times and just becomes an annoying thorn in Angron's thigh. Oh god. Son of a gun. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we got 12 guys done already. Shocking. All right. It's almost 1 o'clock. I think I'll stay for a little bit. I think I'll stay for another 30 minutes just to round out the time. But after that, I think we're going to sign off. And I appreciate everyone that's been watching and following me. All right. 60 and 61. No worries, man. I wanted to see some miniatures being built before I tackle mine later today. Well, I am glad I can provide you entertainment, and I'm glad that you've joined the channel. Just don't forget, if you miss a stream, I stream to YouTube and Facebook, so please go support those as well. But if you want to do primarily Twitch, that's fine too. But just know that, like, if you miss a stream, it will be saved on Facebook and YouTube. Always here to support the channel. I know you are, Bassett. I hope you have enjoyed me talking about 40K. Sorry I haven't been able to like talk about like D&D or anything like that, but like I'm a big D&D nerd as well. Excellent. I started playing D&D back in 96 when it was 3rd edition. And then when 3.5 came out in like 2000ish. That was the golden age of D&D, I'll tell you that much. If I Yeah, if I can ever get a D&D group going, that's okay with it. I was 8 then, and a bit early for me, playing for almost 5 years. Before I began hyper focusing on 40k, I was crit roll. Uh, it was uh, is was a crit roll between the games. Oh yeah, critical roll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Critical role is a good one. But okay, so I gotta say this. Critical role is like watching. Forgive me for being crass, but watching Critical Role is like watching porn. It's very tailored. Everyone knows what they're doing. They've prepped for it. Whereas if I was to stream D&D, it would be a little bit more chaotic. And while I can tell a story and kind of direct people, I'm not dealing with like writers, voice actresses, uh, you know, film writers and all that stuff. So it'd be more raw and uncut, as it were. But yeah, Critical Role is really good. They tell a really good story. Big mistake for new players is to expect to have something so. The biggest mistake for new players is to expect to have something that is polished with a team of professional actors who own multi-million-dollar company with a DM spending 70 plus hours a week writing and an unlimited model budget. You're getting 2 hours of prep, bad impressions, and a Pepsi bottle. Yeah, I mean, I've got a pretty decent model collection for D&D. But yeah, there's definitely a there's I mean I do pretty good with story, I think. But there's definitely a dichotomy between Critical Role and what you've got, and what I can do. Hope you don't mind, but it's theater of the mind. Oh, D&D is very much theater of the mind. Like anyone who thinks otherwise is just they're just kidding themselves. Now, if I could just find 58. Where the hell's 58? There's 69. I have a bunch of arms. There's 88. 78. Did I cut it out already? I sure did, like a fucking moron. Jesus. That's why I couldn't find it. Just to make sure I'm not dorking this up. Hold me while you wait. I said I waited enough. Wakes you up. I love my love, my love, my love. Say with Sorry, it's a good song. There's that one. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. 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 Okay, I didn't dork it up. Jesus. You've got bad acapella with me. Hold me while you wait. Say a little more. Show me what's more. My love, my love, my love, my love. Won't you stay with I don't think I'll be able to finish before the end of the stream, but we did a pretty decent bit. Alright, now I gotta f and do this. God damn it. I hate running models. So fucking finicky. Like, again, I don't mind dynamic poses, but Jesus. Ugh. Yeah. No. Oh, God damn it. Y'all saw that. Oh, it was rigged from the start. Son of a gun. Gluing can be a pain. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to pain when I get into the next. Yeah. Dynamic poses. I think I'm going to paint first so I can get into the nooks and crannies. So I used to do that. I used to actually paint on the tree. So like I would prime. I would prime first, right? Prime everything first and then paint on the tree. It made it really easy to like get everything that I thought I was need, right? But then you'd have like some spots that would just be unfinished. But with how dynamic these poses are, it's no longer viable. Especially with all the crap that these guys are carrying, the grenades, the belts and all that stuff. So I'm doing a hybrid, building them legs and torsos. I'm still going to paint the arms and stuff on the sprue. Um, and do it that way. Where'd the clipper? Oh, there they are. Hmm. All right. I mean, we'll see how this works. This is the first unit of the new models, so we'll see how this works. My plan. Who knows? It might end just spectacularly poorly for me. Oh, this is where my hand gets locked up. Junk. Okay. Yeah, we'll just finish this guy and be good. Oh, I don't want to break this grenade. There we go. All right. All right. And with 7 minutes, or really 5 minutes to spare, I could try and finish one more. All right. Let's see how we dork this one up. Hey! All right. Oh, pain in the ass. All right, we got 5 more minutes. I think we can crank out at least one more. '68, '69. Yeah, we'll finish this last one. This one will be our last one. Thank you, thank you. I was afraid I was going to cock that up, like majorly. 67, 68. Okay, so 67. Almost on me. Or 67, 66. Oh, we might be able to crank out two. That'd be kind of cool. Go a little bit over. It's okay. Hollow Street. All right, fantastic. Let's crank this one out, shall we? Ah, damn it. Okay, it's not too bad. There we go. There we go. We can crank out one more before I sign off for the night. Cooking with gas. Cooking with gas, folks. Last one of the night. I'm assuming. What time zone are you in? I assumed you were in the U.S. and it was morning. I am in Japan. As I've said, I'm U.S. military, so I'm stationed in Japan. And it is 01:20 in the morning. It's nighttime here in Japan? Yeah, I told you. So I hope you rest your weekend if you're not on shift. I am not on shift. I will enjoy the rest of my weekend. I could have sworn I told you before, Bastet. If I haven't, I'm sorry. Could have sworn that came up in our conversations. I tend to have a bad memory. It's okay. It's all right. I'm not one to talk. Uh, I swear sometimes I think I have early onset Alzheimer's. You'll say something to me and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll get that done." And then something else will come up and I'll be so distracted by what had come up or what I had to fix, and then I'll be like, "Ah, shit." Fuck. uh, oh no. Oh, we have a dropped bit. Son of a gun. Hold on, I gotta find it. lined up. Son of a gun. We all can't remember everything, so I guess we'll enjoy the same conversations over and over again. Yeah, that is definitely a truth. There it is. All right. Under my early 20s, and my memory is terrible. You're okay. It's okay. You're in good company. All right, that's it. So what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 guardsmen out of 20 done. 25 done. That's pretty good. Means I've got 9 left. I'm unmedicated, so shit's wild. Oh no. Please go get medical help if you need it. I promise you. You know, medicine helps. Uh, remember that one lore fact from a fictitious universe I read 6 months ago? Sweet. Don't remember. Don't remember what I did 2 months ago. Uh, Now add the Dented Prime. Is that the next stream? No. No. It will be no. So the heads, it'll be priming. The heads are not going to be added on until um. The heads will not be added on until I prime the trees, and I'm still debating on whether or not I order berets, like berets for these guys, instead of the regular Cadian helmets. Um, Actually, let's do that test right now. I think I got a beret head somewhere. Let's do that test right now. I don't know if I have a beret head. If I do, awesome, and we can test it out. Because that would kind of dictate where I want to go with this. Here, we'll use Mr. Patch. Waiting 6+ months for a diagnosis, and they don't like diagnosis. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you do get the care that you need. I really do. Um, all right, we're gonna what's called dry fitting. it's too loose, but I think it actually works. Fuck. I need someone. There we go. Oh, it works. It works. Oh shit. But it works. That's really cool. Damn it. Ah, there you. But it works. It works. I'm so happy it works. Let me try and show you guys real quick what I mean. Oh, so we have a beret head. We put them in, right? And it works. It actually fits. So I think what I'm gonna do here, we'll put you right in here. I think what I'm gonna do is let's go on eBay real quick. Beret heads 40K. And there's 8, 9. It's 9. 9. Okay, so there's 9 heads, which doesn't help me, but sub to your YouTube, as I don't use Twitch too often. Well, thank you. So there's 9 heads available, which kind of doesn't help me, but I think Torox has a few that kick around. I also subbed on YouTube. Oh, thank you, Bastet. Thank you very much, a bearded zombie. But yeah, there's 9 heads, which is fine. So I could buy like a few of those, and then the sergeant can have like a another cap or something. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. More than 10 available. Yeah, that'll work. And it'll be squared away. Yeah, awesome. I like it. I like it. Score. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for joining me. My name is Commissar Hecht. I will see you guys in the next episode. I will try and stream on because I work this week, so or next week. Yeah, I work Monday. I work a lot next week. I'm probably thinking Wednesday day and maybe Thursday day if I'm not uh uh too busy. And then yeah, I love it. Okay, but anyway, thank you all for watching me. My name is Commissar Hecht. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Please, if you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone the channel so we can grow the channel and become a better charity channel. Have a good night, or have a good day, have a good night. Bye-bye.